Today's some pretty cool excitement. I have found a way to put in dowels absolutely perfectly, and you don't even need a drill press. You're not going to buy this till you see it yourself. Let's get underway. First thing you're going to need are your dowels, obviously, and the pieces of wood you're going to use in whatever shape you want. If you're going to do a miter or a butt joint, whatever it is, get that taken care of. Next, I will show you how to make this piece, which is just and simply a mimic of the end of your piece of wood. That's all it is. So this fits end to end really well. Smooth, nice finish at the end. Nothing sticking over or under. Same thing for the top. Nice and flush. All right? Next, mark your holes where you would like them on your piece of wood. And feel free to go ahead and drill those on your actual template. And your template can be 1/8 inch masonite, 1/4 inch masonite, plywood, plastic, whatever you like here. It's not that important. What is important is that it finishes nice and clean to your fingers and you can tell what's flush and that it's flat. It's not warped or twisted. Okay? Next, we're going to take some two-faced tape and we're going to apply it to one side in 3 places. And make sure you cut your holes out. Next, label so that A is going to fit with A, and you know darn well that the holes are going to be in the right spots. Not that this is flipped over and you're going to drill right through the back. All right? So they're labeled so that they can't get messed up. All right? And next, we'll go ahead and give this a shot. This is the way this all goes together now. Flush. Everything has to be flush. So this would all meet at a perfect 90. All right, everything's flush up at the top. You get the deal here. Down at the bottom, you can see what's happening here. This is no longer touching it, but this is all okay. As long as you have your pattern glued on or taped on so it's flush and perfect, you're going to see how nice this works. All right, so we have our first one taped on. Let's give it a whirl. So next we need to put it in our cheesy bench vise. Let me back this camera up. Now, the simplest part. Clamp a piece of wood in here. And attempt to clamp it fairly level. Just helps you out when you do the drilling next. Uh-oh. I already noticed we have a problem. This is not on here flat. And it's because I decided to use some warp wood to show you guys how this works. I don't want to use my best stuff, of course. You're going to just end up throwing it out. So it is very important that this lines up perfectly, or it will not work. Now you're going to take your drill and you're going to take your block. And hopefully you have a second drill laying around that you can use. Now I have misplaced mine. Here it is. And you're going to want to put that in here like that. And you notice it's not wobbly in any way because that hole was drilled perfectly in here. I was very careful when I drilled it. Peel your tape and put as much surface area of the tape onto this wood as you can. Like something like this is a bad idea, right? Something like this is a bad idea. You want to get as much tape as you can on the actual block down below. Press that down, and now there's your first drill hole. Pay attention when you do these. Let me give you a really close-up here. Pay attention when you do these, that the hole itself is right on the money, that there isn't any material left in the quadrant on either side of this hole, that it's literally flush in that corner. And then you can start your drilling. And all you're going to do is just keep that drill bit as best you can into this back corner without pushing on it so hard that you move the block. All right. Now once that's done, I am going to vacuum that out of there so as not to pollute my tape. Sometimes if you blow on it hard enough, you'll shoot that underneath the tape. That I don't really want, because then you have to retape again. And just keep doing this right down the way. Put your cutter in. Use as much wood as you can to stick down. And you continue playing that game. What's the story here? Wow, I've never had the drill not work. Ah, there's a problem. You gotta watch your tape. Sometimes you get little flecks of wood on the bottom of the tape, and now it won't stick good. So it's really nice if you could to make this thing out of plastic. But I know everybody doesn't have plastic laying around, so I did not feel that that was right to do. So I made it out of what I think you guys are going to have, and that's just a couple pieces of wood. I shouldn't have probably blown that off, but it's bothersome to the hearing on your end. Just keep playing the game. Try to be as accurate as you can with every step, and you will be rewarded in the end. Now for this piece, you just spin it around backwards, and I know you guys can't see now, but after the first three, I'm assuming you know what we're doing already. But I need to maximize my surface area here. I got a little walk on that one. But I don't think we moved it all. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the other piece. So now what you're going to need to do is take this off, and you're going to put tape onto the other side and switch places, if you will. Now at this point, it's probably a good tip to mark a hole or two, if you will, from the top on your spacer, so that you understand this next step and don't mess it up, because I have messed it up twice and I know what I'm doing. I guess I'm just moving too fast for the camera. So when you have your first piece in and you've already done A, and it's already drilled and everything's all aligned perfectly, it's time to do B. But you have to subtract your thickness of this part when you go to do B. And that's easy to notice if you put your line above a hole, and you do the same thing with part A. Put a couple lines above the hole. When you put this in here, you're going to notice the game immediately. That to make this line up now, we need the thickness exactly of your spacer to hang out above. So in this case, it's a 32nd under a quarter of an inch. So you're going to need that to hang out here. And once you do that, tape it down and we'll start drilling. All right, here I have taken my 7/32 and I've transposed that 7/32 right to here so that we're exact 7/32 hanging over. And once you have that, once again, it is time to do some more drilling. Let's get that done. All right, I have everything taped down. Once again, make sure that you're flush. I notice we're off just a hair here, and I mean a hair. Again, this is warped wood. It's my fault for even using it. Put your drill bit in, and we're going to do this all over one more time. Ha! I would say that that's getting a little too weak at this point. We have to switch some tape. All right, we've got some more tape. Let's try this again. I had to actually reset everything. My battery died on me. So let's see how this works now. Need to vacuum that out. I am ruining the tape and I am not into redoing that. Oops. Let's try it again here. 2 more to go. We are almost done, folks, and you will be amazed. Oh, how did I get dirt in there already? Why, it happens so fast. Oh, I didn't brush off the pattern is the problem. Let's see if I can get that to work for 2 more holes. Serious knot. Oh, that's just not good. 1 more to go. Hopefully we can do this. Serious. All right, now let's have a look. The part you've all been waiting for. I'll tell you I have. Wow, to say that those fit tight is an understatement. Now, I didn't spend a whole lot of time figuring out lengths. All I'm here to show you is how well this is going to fit together. And it is unbelievable. How about that for a fit? Look at this. Now I have to obviously close that miter up forcibly with glue. But that's unbelievable. All by hand, no drill press. Let me know what you think, guys. Take care.